Today I'll be telling you whether Sparxie or the triple rerun banner are worth pulling for or not. People have probably decided on whether she's worth it or not by now, but why not just yap a little about it? But before that, head to U7Buy, your ultimate gaming hub for safe, fast, and cheap in-game top-ups. From Honkai Star Rail to all your favorite titles, we've got you covered. You can trust reviews on U7Buy on Trustpilot, and you'll see that they have a high rank there. Our Honkai Star Rail Direct top-up page lets you recharge instantly. It's even cheaper on U7Buy. I'll even be showing you a live example by buying this monthly pass, which is only $3.60 compared to the $5 on the official stores. Plus, they deliver in seconds. There's no need to wait for your order. Use code at checkout for an extra 5% discount. Perfect for last-minute pulls, battle passes, or surprising a fellow trailblazer. If you spend $80 per month on U7Buy, you will get a HSR Express Supply Pass that costs only 1 cent. It is nearly free. Click the link in my description to visit U7Buy and support my channel. Anyways, first thing I'm gonna say is that Sparxie is actually not a DPS. I've been telling people this since day one too. The moment I saw her kits, I knew she was going to play a role similar to Everknight's, where you can use her as a main DPS, but it isn't her main role. After all, her main thing is about generating punchline for elation skills. People keep bringing up the fact that she's too SP hungry and whatnot as an excuse for why she might actually not be a sub DPS, but there are definitely workarounds. The DPS themselves can be SP neutral or even positive. There's no hard and fast rule for SP consumption anymore. Just look at Mono Rem, for example. SP negative sustain with SP neutral DPS. The leakers, before they got shot down, even confirmed this already, so there's that fact as insurance. If you still want to pull her to use as a DPS permanently, I wouldn't really recommend it. As a DPS, she isn't anything special as of right now. There's nothing that stands out to me in terms of zero cycles at low cost or even at high cost. The only best performance she has is on her shield boss, of course, and she also takes Sparkle, which is actually one of the most broken support right now, meaning opportunity cost isn't that high for her either. At high cost, she even gets completely outdone on her own shield boss by Mono Rem, which is expected, but still kind of funny considering the shilling in this game is always one-sided towards whoever is being shilled. Like, for example, if we're comparing shield bosses, Casteress can one-cost her shield boss on release and gaps everyone else by a large margin. That fact won't change no matter what situation you put her in, because that's kind of the point of shield bosses. They're meant to do that, yet Elation somehow loses the advantage later on. So yeah, Sparxie as a DPS isn't fully realized, her role is meant for something else. So whether you pull her depends on whether you want that something else. There's no miscellaneous reasons either. I really hate lollies, and gacha locked achievements are pretty much discontinued. Now for the reruns, Sarija is still only good for 2 DPSs total. She, in fact, wasn't good for Elation. People are coping about her having a resurgence in 4.x due to SP meta and Elation, but that goes against what I predicted, so it simply couldn't exist. It should have been known that Elation will be designed to work with each other primarily. Hoyo is a greedy company, so expecting anything else is honestly just cope. Even the broken-ass buff Sparkle has a chance of being replaced. So what chance did Threedra have in the first place? That being said, if you use an Axa or Finan, she's needed. Onto the Rappa rerun, she honestly has zero value. This rerun was probably an obligation made for collectors. Dahlia didn't even buff her much, which was kind of sad. Her kit is still extremely reliant on breaking. Maybe someday she'll get a faction buff from the Galaxy Rangers, but she was the worst selling character before Amphorius on her first banner too, despite outdoing Firefly before Dahlia released, probably due to being a literal filler patch character. So yeah, it is what it is. Last rerun is Sparkle. She was already given out for free. If you have E1, you should consider going for E2. It's actually a pretty good idolin. Nothing game-changing like E2 Evernight, which would be a tier 0, but still a solid tier 1 idolin that offers quite a lot of amp. I'm not gonna talk too much about Sparkle since she's free, but if for some reason you haven't gotten her, you should do that as soon as possible. I literally made a video calling for her nerf because that's how broken she got. Well, that covers everything for today, and I'll see you in the next one.